My man E Digger on MMBP Radio. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the Charm City Direct Radio Show on the station where music must be played. Wow. That's right. That one was loud.
I had to tweak this joint.
We back. If you're just tuning in, I have the pleasure of having my man G Money.
G Money RoundTable
East
Mafia.
Coast Cap.
East Coast Capo, RoundTable Mafia.
Yeah, the members of RoundTable Mafia. I'm sporting the shirt. It's a good feel. I'm feeling good. People ask me where you get the shirt from. I snatched it from my friend that was with me. She gave it to me.
Yeah, because I forgot to give you one.
Yeah.
I was so mad about that. You was the first person I was supposed to give it to. You know, but I was still caught up in the hype of ripping that mic up. You know
Got it.
You know how that goes.
Just tuning in, RoundTable Mafia in the studio right here on the Charm City Direct Radio Show. I am the man that you all know and love, E Digger. Hey, check me out every Sunday, 6 to 8, on the station where music must be played loud. I'm catching them off guard.
I didn't catch you off guard. I had to move to the side, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing the Facebook thing. You know how Facebook gets you.
Get you addicted.
Addicted. People saying a lot of silly things on here.
Silly stuff, man. Silly stuff. But hey, look, we in the studio with RoundTable Mafia, my man G Money, East Coast Capo. And before the break, I asked you guys, we lost a legend, a leader, an innovator over the weekend, Nelson Mandela. And just wanted to give your opinions on his legacy as it pertains to you and your life and your music. And this question is for both of you guys.
I know as far as like Nelson Mandela, you know, he was a big figure, you know, as far as our culture is concerned. And one thing I see, like, you know, I was talking to G about, it's just like a lot of people know the older Mandela, but they don't know the history about the younger Mandela.
Exactly.
Why he is who he is,
yes.
You know, and, you know, the whole thing is to fight for your people when you're being oppressed. And it's to the point where as though you really don't have no kind of support, but you gotta, you know, kind of like start your own movement and, you know, hope that somebody able to roll with you, you know, and that's what he did. And at the same time, for him to be persecuted the way he was, to have a heart as big as he did, to forgive, you know, the people that treated him like he did, that's big in itself, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and as far as like the impact on my music, you know, I guess the similarities would be one of those where as though I'm trying to uplift my people the same way he was trying to uplift his. You know, we have a similar angle, but taking two different approaches, but dealing with different circumstances at the same time. You know, and the circumstances that he was dealing with was pretty major. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's unbearable. Like, you know,
Off my bad. That proved, you know, only the strong survive.
Yeah.
You know, he came back. He came out of prison and didn't feel bitter. You know, he kept his movement going.
True.
You know, activists and you know, and like he said, like my man Cat will say, uplifting and try to help people get pulled out of poverty, stricken situations. You know, and I appreciate that. You know, I never met him, I don't know him personally, but I feel like I do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I feel like he was a member of my family. You know, because he sincerely was doing what he was doing. It wasn't to get no fame, no glory, no nothing. You know, he really felt our pain.
True.
And I felt his pain being in that system all the years.
True.
For nothing.
When I found out I was at work, and you know how you're on Facebook and, you know, it's rest in peace. And I was like, wow, I had to stop. You know, stop right there in my tracks and just, you know, just think like, oh, you know, but he's been sick for a minute. but you just, you never know. I thought he was doing good, for a minute. And he was 95 years old. Wow, 95 years old. The first South African president. And even during that time, man, that was a glorious moment, for his people and the people for the country, just to have that. And I was looking at the program. He said, I only want to serve 1 year. That's it. Most people get in and they there for a lifetime. But
Right.
he said it. I just want to do this for a year to change the parameters of my people in this country. And he served his year and he left. And he brought in, successors right underneath of him, and right then and there, that he came in, he did what he had to do, he made an impact, and now he left it for someone else to fulfill his legacy. Yeah. So rest in peace, Nelson Mandela, and pray for his family. Sympathy. My heart is still heavy to this moment. So I'm going to switch tables around. Let's talk about rap beefs. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine. You never hear about rap beefs here in Baltimore. And my interpretation of a rap beef is to strengthen your skill or your craft.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about the publicity. For me, it's about strengthening your passion, your skill.
Yeah.
That's what ciphers and
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Have you guys ever experienced a rap beef that you know of, or?
No, not really. It was about to be a little beef.
Okay.
When I had the Wolfpack thing going on.
Okay.
And we was on what's that site? SoundCloud. We was on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And there was some dudes that called themselves the same Wolfpack.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I basically was screaming Wolfpack on every song that I had.
Okay.
And at that time, I was like probably about 30, 40 songs in.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not changing it for nobody. It ain't like I try to take it from nobody, and dude made a little diss rap.
Wow.
Of course, I went back at him, but I dismantled the whole situation.
So he called you out. How did you find out?
I mean, he was just saying all these fake Wolfpack and, you know what I mean?
No.
Rap.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when I get in that booth, like, I'm an animal that can't be tamed. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Like I said, I just dismantled it. You know what I mean? But
there you go.
and then that's when I seen the other Wolfpack. I'm like, too many Wolfpack. Like, I know it's a lot of G Moneys, but don't nobody represent like me.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? As you've seen the little thing I put on YouTube.
Yeah.
About the jail thing. You know.
Make sure y'all see that,
Yeah,
man.
sure.
Check that out, Joe.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm doing my homework. And went on YouTube and I saw that. You like laid back, you in your element, you did your thing,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't rap, it's just a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I speak from the heart.
There you go.
And you can tell that it's not forced when you see that video.
Well, it's not phony.
You know what I'm saying? It's not phony.
Yeah.
It's stuff that I really live and stuff that I really see.
There you go.
That's why it was so effortless. You know what I mean? And plus, I'm not no person get on the mic and start screaming and yelling anyway.
Yeah.
My music's a little more laid back,
There you
but
go.
it's effective.
What about you?
I ain't never dealt with nothing on that tip. I mean, like I said, I came up in the ciphers. I mean, I done battled, a lot of dudes and stuff like that. And I'm, as far as like the whole beef situation, as far as how you explained it, I feel the same way. Like, the only time I really seen where it was a real good competition, it's almost like seeing your best two prize fighters with Jay and Nas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that. Whereas though, they both, at the top of their games. They both, you know, come from two different. I mean, they from the same place, two different boroughs or whatever. They got two different styles. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got people that like this one and like that one. You know what I mean? And I like seeing that kind of competition.
Okay.
Whereas though it's like, yeah, you nice, but I'm nice too. You know what I'm saying? You got your fan base, I got mine. What? You know what I'm saying? Bring yours, I'm gonna bring mine. You think you can shut me down? What's up? You know what I mean? And I like that competition on that type tip. You know what I mean? And you know, yeah. I mean, I done dealt with a lot of, you know, like I said, ciphers and stuff like that, and you know. I think that if you're a rapper, you gotta have a certain arrogance about yourself and a certain confidence, you know what I mean? Swagger, you know what I mean? And my main thing, no matter what, you're a rapper, period, show strength. Straight like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what time it is, who you facing, battling, whatever, show strength and lean hard, man. Lean hard. Can't drop, you know what I mean? Lean hard, son.
I was gonna have you may know this guy. He's the first African American gay rapper here in Baltimore. His name is DDM, Dapper Dan Midas.
Okay.
If you ever have time, check him out. Nasty.
Oh yeah.
Nasty. But the first thing you think about is the fact that he's gay.
Yeah, because that's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind. Because you know what I mean.
But he's. I'm telling you, the boy is nice. And it's funny because I was, again, doing my homework. He was going to be on my show, but because of, you know, scheduling, and unfortunately he couldn't come on the show. But he was going up against this Chinese dude. I want to say A1. I want to say A1. And it was a cipher. It was a real big cipher back in 2000 and, oh my gosh, 2011. 2010, 2011, and it was huge. The Chinese dude, right off the bat, because he was a gay rapper, went in and said every gay joke, every gay analogy, everything gay. This dude just came out and just tore him down to the point that he just gave up. And like I said, if you ever go to his name is DDM. It actually is Go DDM. And when you go to YouTube, check out that cipher. He was even when the Chinese dude was rapping, he was all giving it up for the Chinese dude. Wow. Like, come on, yeah, that's it. Come on. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. So it was with somebody with that confidence.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
With somebody with that strength and being gay. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Because even before, I bumped into him over at Photoshop. I thought he was a marching band leader or something. I ain't going front. I said, I know you from somewhere. I just can't put my finger on it. And I said, what do you do? I said, you a marching band cheerleader? He said, no. That's how I think, you know. Yeah. He said, no, I'm DDM. Dude, right off the bat, because I saw the layout in the B paper. They had a huge layout in the B paper about him, and I said, man. So right after that, you know, I turned groupie. Sorry, I turned groupie and took a picture with him. We would, you know, talk, and that's when I said, come on my show, because I embrace everybody. You know, if you Chinese, white, black, yellow, come on the show. Gay, lesbian, come on the show. And but like I said, doing my research and my homework of trying to get to know him, I felt that cipher, man, and it just hit me, just what you said, the confidence and the strength of knowing that, one, I am gay, but I'm still going to spit, and it's going to come hard. It's going to come. He ate that Chinese boy up. He did. I ain't going front. And I was going to have the Chinese boy call in. And he was all for it. He was like, yeah, I'll call in. We can talk. But he ate you up. So, but yeah. So, my next question is, working with your manager, Rob, How has that been? Just working with him, and if you wasn't working with him, what would you be doing?
Working with, I call him Black.
Black. Okay.
Working with my man Black has been definitely been a pleasure to work with him. You know, he's been on top of his game. You know, we've been booking couple, you know, venues and shows and stuff like that for us. You know, and as far as what was that question? The second question.
What would you be doing if you didn't meet him?
I basically would be doing the same thing that I'm doing now.
Okay.
I'd be grinding. When I first hooked up with Black about 3 years ago.
How did you?
I came to the table already with a full clip.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had like 70 songs at the time.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But you know, he said he wanted to be that machine behind me, and you know, and
wow.
Kicked out the money for the studio time and stuff like that. He said, just bring yourself. You ain't gotta bring no money, no nothing. You put the money up, and I go in that booth and set it on fire. And, you know what I mean? But it's been a pleasure. And like I said, I would have still been grinding. Like I said, there's so many people jumped on this boat and jumped ship when they seen that, you know, there's a process. You know what I mean? Like they feel like just because I'm that nice, and I'm gonna say it as many times as I have to, I am that nice.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And they thought just because I'm that nice is an easy meal ticket. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand that sometimes, you know, it's a geographical thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we in Baltimore City. It's a lot harder to break that door down, bust that door down than to other states.
True.
And cities, and you know. But yeah, I've still been grinding. Definitely. I mean, I had people, and you know, I had like a few outlets like on SoundCloud and some A&Rs. They was trying to hit me up and everything, but they wanted to they wanted me to bring a package.
Okay.
You know, like whole big box of CDs, everything professional, and you know. But I took a little hit. You know, I lost my family and a couple family members, and I just fell off. I just didn't feel the passion to do anything.
Yeah.
So I had like 70, 80 songs just sitting for nothing. You know what I mean? But that's how that.
What was your motivation? Well, not. I'm sorry, Capo. You want to elaborate?
Yeah. It's crazy because I mean, when me and Black met, it wasn't even more no hip hop to he didn't even know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? We was just kicking it. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we was like going at each other on some old, you know, because he's from the Bronx, I'm from B-More. We going at each other over the Ravens and the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like this nigga talking trash, right? So you know what I mean? I'm repping my city, so I mean we going back and forth, right? So then he like, you know, we pretty much, you know what I'm saying, took it from there, and it was like, you know, holler at me, you know what I mean? I'm, you know, trying to do something with the music and everything, and you know, just let me know what he had going on, right? So I was like, all right. And then when we got to rapping, and I was like, yeah, you know, I said, yeah, I'll get down a little bit. And he was like, word? I said, yeah. So that's when he invited me over to his crib, and that's when I met G. And it kicked off that quick, you know what I'm saying? To the point where the first time he heard me spit was in this man's presence right here, man, him going back and forth.
Wow.
Like that, you know, and it was like, yeah, it was, you know, so, but good manager, man. You know, I ain't never really dealt with managing nothing like that, you know.
So it is a change in experience.
Yeah, it is, because, you know, I was always the dude. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, if I gotta do a collaboration with somebody or whatever, you know, whether it's somebody that knows somebody that got a studio or something like that, or on my end, and I gotta hook everything up, or they gotta hook everything up, and then, you know, put the pieces together and make the puzzle, right? But I had never really like performed shows and stuff like that, you know. So getting on the stage and rocking a mic is different than being in the booth. Okay. You know. So it's like I can't express the feeling, you know. But it's a whole different ball game, you know, and